Hey Airsofters, RJ here from AirSim Media. We're here today with Brian AKA Merilin from Merlin's Blogspot. How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Good, good. Well, we're here at Pittsburgh in the Airsoft Expo, and we wanted to talk to Brian specifically about his blog, about how he started off, and about where he's going with everything that's in the Airsoft world that he's associated with. So, my first question is, Brian, how did you get started with Airsoft?
Way back before college and all this stuff going on now, I started off like a lot of airsofters. I got into paintball. College and finances didn't allow it much more, so I bought my first Springer actually online and played around inside the house and stuff. I got a little brother, my best friend, that was in paintball with me, and it started off with Springers. Fast forward a couple years, I got a girlfriend, got married, and my brother-in-law was in the U.S. military. He was stationed in England, London, specifically in the intelligence branch, and he told me all these stories about how awesome Airsoft was. And it took that fun part that I had of paintball in the woods, because that's all, I never did speedball, I just did woods ball, and the aspect of the woods and the stalking with the realism of what Airsoft brings, and it got me hooked, it got me intrigued, and a couple years after that, my best friend in the fire department was like, hey man, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. A couple months, my birthday came, with a wife's blessing, I got my first Airsoft gun, and I haven't looked back.
Awesome, awesome. So basically from your start in Airsoft to your blog, how did you decide, okay, I want to start going out to the community and giving them some of the best information? In my opinion, if you haven't seen his blog or haven't read his blog, please do. We're going to put that in the comments. But I want to get behind the scenes on how did you decide, okay, blog?
Well, it stemmed from work, actually. I was the public information officer, PIO, for the fire department that I worked for. So not only was I a firefighter paramedic, but I write articles, press releases, PSAs for the fire department. I did that for about a year, and I really enjoyed it. I thought, I got a lot of, kudos at the department for it. And through politics, they eliminated that position, and I really enjoyed writing. And it wasn't even necessarily the PSAs or the content. It was just I enjoyed writing. At the same time, I really enjoyed Airsoft. And through my support with Mind Game Productions, my brother, and social media, I just went for it. I created a website, Merlin's Blogspot, and just started writing.
Oh, really?
And that's pretty much where that stems from.
Speaking of your time, how did you get the Merlin? How'd you get Merlin?
Since I was like 12. People think Merlin comes from, he's one of those, he's a Dungeons and Dragons guy.
Exactly, yeah.
No, Merlin is actually the Rio for Cougar in the movie Top Gun. So that's where Merlin comes from. I don't know why. I think the fact that Tim Burton was Tim Burton, the actor. The actor. Okay. Tim is his first name. I know that much. He was 6'4", and gotcha. When I went to go, look into becoming a pilot for the Navy, they were like, you're too tall, and so that was kind of, brought it full circle for me, Merlin, and
some of the best call signs are given by your friends,
right,
about the circumstances you're in, and it sticks.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely. So that's where that comes from.
So if you haven't seen, Brian here really knows how to write. I have come across a lot of other blogs, but one of the things that stands out about him is his writing style, and if you appreciate that, definitely again, hit up his blog, give him a shout out, like his page. But that also transitions over to what you do for Mind Game too, right?
Yes. Aside from that, I do a YouTube channel. I actually do two. One has kind of gone by the wayside. It's specifically for my Airsoft team, Dropkick Mercenaries, and that's kind of almost where things started for me. Is I got the Fun Spot cameras or the fun play cameras and stuff, the little Kodak cameras. Got an extra foregrips. I'm running around with 2 foregrips. Got this giant clamp that sticks onto the side, and I got this giant hit me target on the side of my gun. And that's how the YouTube started. And I'd go to games. We had a local field that was literally just our team's field that we would go and we'd rent it for the month, and that's where we would play. And that's where I developed my taste for filming. Fast forward, TAC Op 6 for Mind Game Productions. Went to that event, had a blast.
Okay.
Brought my camera and really enjoyed it. Really got a good turnout for that. And then naturally, you get onto YouTube, you see other people reviewing, and you think, that's kind of a good idea. It's a way to develop, your hobby, help promote the hobby, and
exactly.
So that's where the Merlin DKM YouTube channel came from. And through that, Mind Game Productions noticed. The fact that I am a firefighter paramedic also gave them notice. So I started off as a videographer / event medic for Merlin's Blogspot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, for Mind Game Productions. So, and just through there,
kind of just grew along.
Right, through the fact that I could attend, a lot of the events. I didn't bat an eye at the U.S. Space Marine program that they do at different cons, like MegaCon and Gen Con. I enjoyed doing all that stuff. Every aspect of Airsoft, whether it's MilSim, LARPing, or whatever, I would do it. Just for Airsoft, just to be around it. And the people, the camaraderie. So that's where it's propelled me into becoming a partner with Mind Game Productions.
Oh, great. And again, if you don't know about Mind Game Productions, they're actually hosting a very large event in Georgia, which we'll be talking about later with a lot of their staff. And remember, if you guys are interested in learning about more Airsoft, getting an excellent review, finding a lot of information, hit up his blog at
merlinsblogspot.com.
And your Facebook?
It's also Merlin's Blogspot.
Okay, and your YouTube?
It's Merlin DKM.
Merlin DKM. So it'll be all in the comments. It'll be all plastered all over the place. Definitely hit up his site. Give him a shout out on your own Facebook page. Tell him to say hi. He's very personable. He'll probably contact you back.
Absolutely.
And so you guys can converse. Again, thank you, Brian, for taking the time out.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.